Hello guys, this is Sajid. Welcome to my channel Artisans Web. Today we are going to see how to create registration system using PHP and MySQLi. On my screen you can see my registration form. It contains some fields like full name, email address, password and confirm password. Now my goal is once the user fill all these details, it should get inserted into database. But while inserting database, they should validate some conditions like duplicate email address should not allow. Password and confirm password should be same. This is my database. It contains columns like ID, full name, email, password, activation key and status. Activation key is used for the purpose of activating account. Once the user registered with this form, that user should not get directly access before activating his account. Once he fill this form, we send one link with the activation key to that register email, and once the user click that link, then only his account gets activated and he will able to use our system. So that's the purpose of this activation key. And status, it's a field for means if the status is 1, that means account is activated. If the status is 0, that means account is not active yet. Now let's see one by one. First I try to register with the same email address which already exists in database. So in such case that email address should not get inserted. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Submit. Here you can see email already exists. Now I am entering 1 2 3 4 5 and something wrong password. Submit. Password mismatch. So how I am handling all this scenario? This is my file index.php. I am using the Bootstrap framework to design my form. This is the form. It's all markup I use from Bootstrap. This one is. Now for each field I have given unique name. For full name I have given full name. For email, email. For password I have given password. And for confirm password I have given C password here. Now on the click of submit we have to validate scenarios. This one is my config.php file. In my config.php I have written my database connection and include this file here. Now on the click of submit button at the first line I am using array map trim and then $_post. So my form has method post here. So that's why I am using here $_post to get the variable. Now what this line does, array underscore map, first parameter is trim and $_post. So this function basically trims, means remove white spaces from the start and end of the string. For instance, let's say I am entering space and then my name, then again space. So by using this function, all these extra spaces get automatically removed from each field. Next one is extract $_post. If we write this code extract $_post to access the variable, we don't need to use like this. If I need to access full name, then I have to write $_post full name. But if I have written extract, then I can directly use dollar and input field name. So that's the difference between extract. Now next one. Here I am checking whether user enter all these necessary fields like full name, email, password. If all fields are not empty, then only we proceed, else there is no action will take place. On the next line, I am checking whether the enter password and confirm password is same. If it is same, then it will proceed, else it will throw the error like password mismatch. We are declaring this error here, array message, and it has two elements with the key value, class, alert danger, message, password mismatch, and we are using this array here. If not empty, array message of message, then only we are displaying this message, whether it is success message or error message. Here we are adding class, alert danger, and here we are displaying message. If I look at here, I entered wrong password, submit. It gives me error, password mismatch. Okay, so it's all about if both passwords are not same. If both passwords are same, then we are checking here whether the entered email is already exist or not. Select query, select ID from users where email equal to real escape string to avoid SQL injection, and my $email, which is the name for input field. Now if that email is exist, by this way we execute query, and if that email is exist, then definitely database will return at least one row. That means that email address is exist. So we are setting that error message here, array message, class message. The same way that email address will means our system show that error message. Email already exists, but if that email is not exist, then definitely database will return empty result, and we automatically goes in else condition. Now here else, so we first use real escape string on our email, and on the next line we are generating one random activation key for the purpose of activating account. So this one is the code sha1 empty underscore rand. We append the time here, so to just make sure we are getting unique activation key, and we are appending email here. And next one is we are writing the insert query. Simple, we have to insert full name, email, password, and activation key. So by this way we are inserting record in the database. Now once we inserted the record, we have to check, means we have to send one activation link to the email in order to activate user's account. So this is the simple mail code we have written. Here we have written subject activate your account, then next one is message, hello, what your name is, click the below link to activate your account, and we are passing one link like our site URL / activate.php, and one parameter key equal to activation key. We have written the code in activate.php file, which will we see in a short while. So in this file we have written the code to activate your account once the user click on that activation link. This one is the header set, means in order to send HTML email we need to set this header, and next one is this mail function passing the required parameter like email, subject, message, and headers. And once all these operations successful, we are showing success message like we have sent an activation link to your email. Please activate your account. Now let's see all this in action. I first delete this record, refresh. Submit. We have sent an activation link to your email. Please activate your account. Now this data should get inserted in database. Yeah, my full name, email, password which is in MD5 format. Here you can see we have using MD5 algorithm. Next one is activation key and status is by default 0. Activation key generated from this line. Now next one is to check our email address to get that activation link, because by this way if you check directly login.php and if you try to log in by your details, then you will get the message like your account is not activated yet, right? Because your status is 0. Now let's open your email. Here I get the email 1 minute ago. Hello Sajid Sayed, click the below link to activate your account. Now I click on activate account. Your account is activated. You can log in now. It means if I refresh, here you can see my status become 1. So my account is activated now. Now let's see that file activate.php. Okay, same way. First I have included config.php file. Now next one, we are checking whether the key parameter is set in URL or not. This parameter. For instance, if someone enter only this URL, then it will redirect to registration form.php, because without key parameter this link should not be accessible. So that's the code for it. If key is not set, redirect it to index.php. Next, select query. Select ID status from users where activation key equal to $_get key. So we are getting a record from database which match this activation key. If that key is matched, then we get the at least one row, means we definitely get only single row from our database. Now if that row is not exist, then we throw the message like invalid URL. Means for example, if someone trying to cheating with our URL, like they enter some random URL and enter, then it should be invalid URL because that key is not exist with our database. Now next one is, if a record exists with that activation key, then we write row equal to result fetch a source. Now there are two ways, like when this query return this status, that status will either 1 or 0. If the status is 1, that means your account is already activated. In our case, right now our account is activated, and now if I again try to run this URL, then that message will be your account is already activated, because we actually did this. Else, then we are writing the update query, like update user set status equal to 1, where id equal to whatever id written from this query, and activation key equal to $_get key. Execute that query, and then we are throwing the message like your account is activated, you can log in now. Now this is my login page. I should log in now. That's it. So that's the registration system which is built using PHP and MySQLi. So I hope you understand the tutorial. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching video. Have a nice day.